Welcome
Welcome
back.
back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now it's your turn. Talk, Andy. Talk, Andy. This shit fun.
Yeah, oh my god, we're back. If you have depression, don't play this game. By playing Doki
Yeah.
Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content.
Nah,
Well, I'm
13
ready.
years of age is actually kind of crazy. 13 years of
Oh
age?
my god,
What are you about to see? Is this some PG shit, Andy?
And what?
Is this PG shit? Can little children watch
PG
this?
shit? Is that
Yeah. Can little children watch this?
hey? See an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Now I would get tired of waiting up. But if she goes chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I got you this time. Should I make a voice or like... Okay,
Andy,
fuck you.
son.
Maybe,
Andy,
but only I decided to stop and wait for you.
They're gonna be saying,
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean.
Are they
Andy.
gonna say your name? Are they gonna say Andy Kun? They'll be like Andy. I forget.
But
How do they say your name?
watch the game and maybe you'll fucking see it. Okay?
Fuck you, bro.
Well,
Fuck
if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. I did wait for me after all. Yeah, people watching this are gonna try to kill me if I use this. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean at, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Cyborg. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Andy, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Ori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. They're calling me out?
So to you, Andy, they're calling you out.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. She occasionally turns into like a dude. You trust me, right? Don't make me worried about you. Alright? Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise that. Promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Carefree? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Yo, this music... Yeah. No? Not even like... Yeah. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Fuck you, by the way. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I'm talking about you, Kevin. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. You weren't jamming when I told you this music. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Oh, I hate this music.
Hello.
Bro, this is there's nothing. What is there to be happy about? Tell me, what is
everything?
There to be happy about?
We're in anime land right now.
I'm not smiling about anything. There's nothing to be happy about.
Okay. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Thought I'd catch you out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. I'm gonna use my fanboy voice for this. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah. Fucking meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. And she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on. Please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. She's doing this, she has a plan, fuck her. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Let's go! I'm so excited. You excited? Thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
I'm hella excited, bro.
Somebody's about to die. Oh my gosh. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Nah, I'm joking. Welcome to the literature club.
Girl
it's
is
a pleasure
mine.
meeting. Bro,
That girl is mine.
This girl has been mine, motherfucker. I've watched this game a little too many times. I've already.
Bro, I used to watch the Map Pat shit. I used to watch the Map Pat shit. No. That girl is mine. I've always said she's mine.
I watched her route. I watched her route. Fuck you.
She's my dear, bro. That little girl is yours. That's more your tier. That's more to your liking, Andy. That's more to your liking.
All right, I'm cutting that shit out.
Seriously? You said you
bought a
like
boy?
short,
No, I don't. I didn't say that. I never said that. I
Girl,
want
who
LeBron.
is you, bro?
I want LeBron. I'm making LeBron. Seriously? You bought a boy?
You're like
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, I did. What a surprise. Alright. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. I don't even know voices anymore. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. Yeah. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, I know her. I know this lady. That's right. I hate her. Great to see you again, Andy. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class this year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Andy. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, I made them. I'll get. I'm not dating. I'm not. Sorry, I gotta.
But I know you like her, Andy. Don't get flustered. I know you like her.
Shut the fuck up! I don't. It's this. She's fine and late. Then how about I make some tea as well?
She's like
Sayori mentioned it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! What the fuck? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. My brain is not gonna read all this shit. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yo, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around into my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite. She's like, shit!
Damn, Andy.
The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Shut the fuck.
Like her.
The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. And I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. Not for you, you dummy. Alright. Shut up, motherfucker. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a tea set in this classroom? Are you insane? I'm sorry, that was my temper. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I don't read books, actually. I game and do anime. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Salted Yuri looks around. I meant that... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Wow, you're such an amazing leader. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then, now I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all our effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Andy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, nothing actually. I don't really like to read at all, actually. I'm here just on the basis that there's cute girls here. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I'm gonna quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, isn't that amazing? But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Silent Hill is like basically the same thing. Am I right? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Well, you just self-reported there. No imagination at all. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once when I was 12 about the bogey monster. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Fuck, I'm drinking water.
You cutting this part?
Nah. They're gonna fucking listen to me coughing. Really, I would have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper on last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Fuck off. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No? Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even at the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Andy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. I can't read or write. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. Alright, the game ends here and we don't join the club, but hold on this. Still have the other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought Andy, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Really did scare me for a moment. Really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Andy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I really impressed the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Andy, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Ah! Sure, might as well. Yay! The two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Go watch your fucking TikToks, because that's all you're good at. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Well, I'm gonna go for Yuri. Misfortune. Judgment. Alone. What? Embrace. Fuck you. Nightgown. Disarray. Destiny, cry. Oh my gosh. Massacre. Anger. Stop sending shit, bro. You're useless. Incapable. Secretive. Anxiety. Tragedy. Crimson. Infallible. Effulgent. Despise. And then frightening. Oh, I'm farming. Agonizing. Or, yeah, we're already in, boys. We're already in. Hi again, Andy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Hahaha. But I need to see something. How long have I been? 28 minutes. That's 28 minutes too long. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Andy. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserved. Oh my god. Like he deserves any slack. I was reading that like a fucking turtle. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Andy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. That's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Cause you're dumb, you almost set your house on fire. Isn't that so? two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Andy can become good? How come you and Andy can become good friends too? Oh yeah, we could definitely become good friends. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. Told you I can't read or write. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Rosie's curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I always feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's a book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. I'm just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see, I know what you're doing here. It seems something is fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Very engaging and relatable story. That's all? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Andy? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought that you related to the protagonist, you made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Next time, make sure you don't say more than one sentence, or I'll get pissed. Or I'll beat your ass. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. That is not a problem to me. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get to the book. Get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, so fine if I stay here? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. You sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Don't do it again. Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Holy shit! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. Actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'd be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being. Yo, why is she looking at me like that? Okay. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I'm gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Andy, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. This is actually a good thing. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Fuck you, you're trying. She's cock blocking. She's whatever. She's doing whatever. It's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? Look kinda down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Pop a boner. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri! You want to see this poem, don't you? Oh, yeah. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. What is this music? It sounds like... Okay. Yuri. Let's read this poem. I noticed her eyes lit. Exceptional. What was that? My spleen. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... Yes, you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I actually haven't read in years. Yet again, I can't read. Alright. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. There's a reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes together with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. What am I seeing? Ghosts under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining sheet light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. What are you fucking talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. If that's terrible handwriting, then... I don't know, man. I don't know. My writing's like... Fuck. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Andy. Really? I must have totally missed the poem. No. I missed it. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Andy. Me too. Yeah. Holy shit.
Good job.
Clap it up. Sayori, we're going for the dialogue heaviest. Fuck! This is a good poem, Andy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Yes, it is my first time. Yeah, I learned to write yesterday, actually. Not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Oh, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Really happy you just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I can't do this voice acting shit. I'm switching and I don't even can't even do it anymore. See? It's like I said before, Andy. Deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'll make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm willing to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead out the bed, count me out the bed and make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You asking me to come out and play, or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Oh, I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Wow, he's really happy. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, okay. That was accident. That was amazing. This was amazing, revolutionary. Let's give you a Nobel Prize. How about that? It's just a guess, but did he wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to yes or no. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do last night. Well, at least she makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds like just like you. Really? Yeah. Sounds like you. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. So much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Monica, you're next, buddy. Hi, Annie. Having a good time so far? Oh yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Andy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Andy. I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I like going deep.
Damn, she think you retarded.
I like going deep. I know that. In the mind sense. Psychologically.
Deep in the mindset, okay.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That is... I guess, I mean, that it does work. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I mean, that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, but letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. Sure, I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Wait, let me check some.
Wait, what are you checking, bro?
Nothing. Sure, I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. I might be
getting boba, bro.
What?
I might be getting boba.
Yes!
That's what I'm saying.
Comment in the chat if you like boba, guys.
Yup. Like and subscribe if you like boba right now, bro.
Yep, I love.
And if you like,
if you like boobs, and if you like boobs,
chewing on them. Like and subscribe right now.
All right.
Comment.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah, you're probably cracked at this. You're saying your ass. You're so humble. The humble gimmick. You're pissing me off already. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole in wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I was at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Hole in wall. Whatever. This is amazing. Let's clap it up for you. Let's give you some money. A prize, maybe. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you got. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I love water. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of means style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Or something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Am I the one looking in? And you're the one looking out. Oh, it makes sense. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. And another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki, I am here. I'm here to listen. Give me the tips and tricks of... I don't even know. Huh? If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort in this? You think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. You all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. I don't even know. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. But to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Holy shit, it is stupid. What the fuck? I accidentally screenshot her. What the hell? Okay, well. It is stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Yeah.
Yo, Andy, I got a question.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. What? What question? I like it.
Let's do that.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Well, you write it like a kindergartner, man. Like, I'm sorry. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing has style that wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. It did not hit hard. Okay, I'm being a hater. Maybe the monkeys can climb. That was pretty hard. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Holy shit. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's really about the feeling of giving up. Bro, I'm about to give up. How can that be? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Andy did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oh, I haven't inspired you, lady. Andy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Andy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And what do you know? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Andy started showing up. Natsuki? Yo, what is she doing? What are you doing? You got the titty magic milk? That wasn't funny. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting you guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Andy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Explain that to her, Andy. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Understand that, right, Andy? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yuri, you're better. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem, but see, wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, you're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki feels threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Natsuki took it way too far. Yuri means one if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. You kidding? Exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Who said some things that you didn't mean? Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody is taking her side. She's trapped at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. Get out! Get out! You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Get out! Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now. No, Yuri. I love you. I love you. How could anyone... How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Andy. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you know, I'll never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind then. I want to make some tea. A good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone.
Gotta be over.
Just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Andy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Andy, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry, beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, I'm going to save it here, people. And we'll be back at a later time. Please. Let's say the thing. Say the thing. Do the thing. Give it. Like it. Like and subscribe, please. Goodbye.